live? Okay, good. Alright, today I will be attempting to build a jQuery calculator from scratch. I already have all the HTML all laid out right here. So the calculator is built, but it just doesn't work. So I will be running the JavaScript section or the jQuery section today and attempting to get this to work. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and try to pseudocode this. So what do we want to happen? So when I click on a number, so first thing, let's call it jQuery pseudocode. Okay, so we want to, let's see, the first thing you want to do is when we click on a number, we should get that value. And let's see, if we click on two numbers, we don't want those two values to add. So we have to make sure initially they're just strings, and then we're probably going to convert them later whenever we figure out what the operator is and what the second number is. So if we click on two numbers, then it will add click on two numbers, then it will basically add them together, but not actually add them together. How do I word that? If we click on two numbers, it will place the two strings next to each other. Click on two numbers / strings, because we want them to initially be strings when we click on them. Click on two numbers / strings. They will be placed. I'm not sure if that's the best way to word that, but we'll go with it for right now. They will be placed next, come on, Avast, next to each other. And okay, so that's for the first number. Okay, let's see, and we want to, when we click on an operator, you know what, let me just go ahead and do this in Sublime. Let me save it as calculator. Let's call it calc MD. Okay, so when we click on an operator, we want it to, cool. When we click on an operator, we want to get the operator's value. So when we click on the operator, we want to get the operator's value, but we also want to disable the first number from being selected. Okay, let me just organize this a little bit better. So, disable disable the first number from being selected. Okay, and we also want, so we have the operator, so we have the first number, so this will be the first number that's selected, and then we choose the operator after that, and then so we have to choose the select number, the second number. So after the operator is chosen, then we can select the second number. We can select the second number, and when selected, when we select the second number, we should get, when we select the second number, we should get that value. Okay, let me just go back through the pseudocoding. Let's see. When we click on a number, we should get that value. Okay, if we click on two numbers / strings, they will be placed next to each other because we want them to initially be strings. Let's see, when we click on an operator, we want to get the operator's value, and that will disable the first number from being selected. So after the operator is chosen, then we can select the second number, and when selected, when we select the second number, we should get that value. Okay. Let's see here. So when the equals operator is chosen, then it will give us the total. Okay, so it looks like that's all we need for right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and code this. So far in the HTML, we have buttons for the numbers, and they all have the same class number. So button 1 has a value of the string 1, button 2 has a value of the string 2, and so forth. And then if we look at the operators, the operator buttons have a value of the string plus, minus, times, divide, and they all have the same class of operator. And it looks like the equals has its own class of equal, and clear has its own class of clear. Okay, so let's go ahead and tackle this. And usually when I start coding in jQuery or in JavaScript, I like to try to lay it out in a way that looks organized. So I'll go ahead and do this. Comment. So I'm going to go ahead and first create my global variables. So what variables will I be needing? I will need a first number, and let's assign that to 0 for right now, and let's go with a first, you know what, I'm going to just call you num. First num result 0, because and let's go ahead and add this first is first num true. Let's just add that there for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to need that or not, but if we want something to be disabled in a section of our code, it's good practice to use a boolean for that. I'm not sure if we're going to be using that right now. I mean, if we're going to be using that at all, but it doesn't hurt to have it. Okay, so var, it looks like we need an operator. I don't want to call that the same as one of these classes, so I'm going to call that OP. Var OP is OP equal to true, and okay, and we're going to have a, let me go ahead and add some comments. First number operator second number, and we want second num to 0, and we're going to have to create the second num results, and another boolean. Not sure if we're going to use that, but you never know, and it doesn't hurt to have. So we have the first number, we have the operator, we have the second number, and then we need the total of the two. So I'm going to call this var total is equal to 0. Okay, and looks like I'm going to go ahead and add a boolean. Not entirely sure if I'm going to be using it or not, but like I said before, it's good practice just to add a boolean just in case we want something to not work later. If we want something to be disabled when a certain function happens. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a function called first, I'm going to call it actually pick first num. Okay, so with this first function, we want to, let's go back and look at our pseudocode. Oops. Okay, when we click on a number, we should get that value. So let's go ahead and create, let's see, make sure I have the jQuery CDN here. Okay, looks like I got it. Okay, so let's see. So referring back to the HTML, all the buttons with all the number buttons have the same class called number. So I can go ahead and retrieve that button by simply doing jQuery dot number and on, and when we click on that number, we want to do a function. So we're going to go ahead and create an anonymous function, and we're going to see when we click on that, we want to get that number's value. So let's go ahead and do first num is equal to jQuery this dot attribute, and we want that value. So let's go ahead and test that. So first number is first num. Tell me that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this function down in the main section. So bring up my console. So if I click on a number, I gotta refresh the page. I should get that number's value. So let's see here. First number, and looks like that's working. And I just want to see the type of first num. I just want to verify that whenever I click on the buttons that I should be getting back a string. So I'm checking that variable to see, okay, I am getting a string. So when I click on, for example, button 1, I am going to be getting the string button 1. So now if I click on two buttons, I want them to append together. Okay, so first num, so that's where the first num results come in. So first num results, and so we want to add that to first num. So we simply do plus equal first num, and that should add the string, add the value of the number that I click to first num results. First num results. So let me just go ahead and, okay, that should not be in testing because that is not test. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy that and paste it there. And this is the first num results, and we want that to be first num result. Okay. Okay, let's see here. I'm not sure if that has to be 0. Otherwise it's undefined, but what if I make it a string like that? An empty string. Okay, awesome. So we get, so first number result is 1, and the first number that we chose is 1. So if I go ahead and click 2, we're going to get 12 instead of 1 plus 2. We get a string of, we get a 1 string and a 2 string. Awesome. So it looks like that is complete. It looks like that is complete. Yes. Alright, so our next function would be to pick the operator. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and choose an operator. So again, if I go back and look at my HTML, all the operators have the same class of operator. So if I get number, let's see here, if I jQuery operator class dot on click anonymous function anonymous function, and when I click on the operator, so I want to let's see here, actually let me comment this out for a second. So when I click on the operator, so I want it to be able to choose the first number. I want to be able to choose a number, like you have to pick the first number first, and you can't choose an operator unless if you pick the first number. So maybe I should go ahead and try to do that. Pick the first number. Okay, let me just go ahead and do this operator section. So I'm gonna go ahead and do OP is equal to this dot attribute, and I want to get the value of the button that I am clicking. I'm trying to see, but so click on that again. I want to choose the operator after. Thinking I should call it down here. So if I choose 3, actually I didn't console log that. So testing console.log operator that shouldn't be there. That should be right here. Okay. Results is 3. If I choose an operator, it should give me the operator is OP. Okay. So that will be my first number. And okay, appends 3 to 3. Now if I choose add, I will get the value, I will get the string plus minus times power. Okay, so whenever I choose this operator, I wanted to make sure that I can't choose the first number again, because we want, after choosing the operator, we want to go ahead and choose a second number. So if is first num is true, then go ahead and do this section. So it's true right now. Its first number is true, so it's gonna be, you're gonna be able to choose a first number. But then whenever you get down to the operator section, when you click on the operator, on click operator, we want it to disable should make that capital. we want to disable first num. Is first num? Yes. Okay, so we disabled first number. So let's go back and check it in our console. If I choose 33, we're going to get a result of two strings, 3 and 3. And if I choose an operator is plus, I should not be able to choose another first number. Awesome. So I disabled the first number from being chosen. So the next step would be to, let's see here. So I choose the operator, and if the operator is, let's go ahead and do this, if the OP is equal to the string plus, then we want it to perform a specific function. So if it's plus, we want it to add the first number result to the second number result. So we would have to get the second number. How would we do this? Let's see here. Okay, so if the operator I choose is plus, we want it to add Okay, so we can go ahead and mess around with booleans here. Equals false. And, okay. So what we can do is first num result is equal. So first num results. I want to make sure that's working actually. Testing. Oh no. Testing. Let's go ahead and do console.log testing. Well, I'm sorry, my brain's not working right now. Okay, so I want to see if it's actually going through this section, so I'm going to do console.log and I should get a plus. So if I choose 3, if I choose plus, okay, it looks like it's working. Only that. Okay, this is the hard part. So I could think of one way to do this, but I don't think it's the most effective way. I really don't want to do it this way. but I would have to switch so I created a variable called isAdd, and I gave that a boolean of false. So if I give it a boolean of true, and then I have to actually go ahead and make a second pick second number, sec num, and if no, I can't do it. If true, if operator is equal to plus, then I will make the operator true. Then let's see, if isAdd is equal to true. Actually, I have to choose a second number first. Oh man, I really don't like the way I'm doing this right now, but I know it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna continue, and yeah, okay, so I'm gonna continue. So if the operator they choose is the plus, I want to add the first number to the second number, but I haven't even chosen the second number yet. So I want to go down here and choose the second number. So number dot on click function, anonymous function. So, and I can only pick my I could only pick my second number if first num is equal to false. And if it's equal to false, then I'm going to do another conditional statement. If it is equal to true, which I changed up here, put a semicolon there, then do this section. But first I have to get my second number. So I would have to so I have to do second number is equal to jQuery this dot attributes value. Okay, so I'm getting that value and I'm putting it here, but I also want that to be a string, so I want to let's see what I did up here. Okay, so second num result is plus equals second num, so that should append the strings. It should append the strings together. Okay, let's see here. So it'll do that. So if first number is equal to false, so if they choose add, then I want to get that. I want to get that first number. I want to get the first num result, and I'm gonna have to parse int that. Parse int. And what parse int does is it converts a string to a integer. So I want to parse int that, and then I want to parse int the second num results, and I want this to be equal to total. So console.log okay, so let's see. I'm gonna see if this works. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Console.log total is, let's see, plus total. Okay, so if the operator I choose is plus, it's going. Okay, so if I choose an operator, it's going to disable the first number from being chosen. So I can't choose the first number after I choose an operator. That's what this does. And what this is doing is, when I choose an operator, I'm going to get that value. So say I choose the plus operator, I'm going to get the string value plus. And let's see here, if my operator is equal to plus, then I'm going to make it so that it's going to add the first number to the second number. So it looks like I'm going to have to call the pick second number here. So I'm calling pick second number. It goes down here. I pick my second number, and when I pick my second number, it's going to pick my second number. It's going to give me that value, and that value is going to be a string. So number result. So actually, let me go ahead and test this out. I'm going to use the same test as before, and I'm thinking this should work. Okay, so it's second. I call it second num. I think I just call it second num. Yeah. No, I call it second num. Seems right. Second num. That's right. Oop. That's right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so the result I'm getting is 1. Okay, so I'm getting a string of 1, and it's appending 2 to 1. So if I choose the plus, it's going to disable. Okay, it's going to go ahead and give me. Okay, actually, let me fix that. Second number result. Let me make that an empty string, so I'm not getting that 0 at the beginning. Okay, so plus 66. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. So the second number I'm getting is 6. Okay, the second number result is 66, and it's actually adding it there. Okay, cool. So let's see here. Okay, so looks like that is working. Awesome. So it's actually adding so I'm converting the strings into integers with the parse int method. And the reason that I want them to be strings first is if I click on, say, let me go ahead and clear this. 1, 2, 3. I want to get I actually want it to work like a calculator and give me 123 instead of 1 plus 2 plus 3, because I would get 6. And I want it to be I wanted to append the numbers together. So okay, that's all good. And console.log, let me go ahead and just do testing. So make sure that's right. That's all right. Okay. So it works for that. So now I have to make a function. Let's call this one total results. Total result. Both words mean the same thing, but yeah, it makes sense. So let's see here. Total result. So do I want to? I want to disable anything else. No, that seems about right to me. Okay, so when I go ahead and click the I think it's equals. Yes, when I go ahead and click the equals class, on click function okay, so when I click on the equals class, I want it to display my total in the HTML. That's all I want it to do. Because it's actually doing the math whenever I pick the second number. So when I click on the equals operator, I want to console.log total. So let's go ahead, go back to my jQuery calculator. Okay, so I'm getting 33 for my first number. Okay, so actually I want to look at one thing real quick. I was building my LinkedIn today, and I was redoing my LinkedIn today, and let's see here. I said my goal is to find a growing company where I can build a long-term relationship with. Okay. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so we want that to just display the total. Okay, cool. So console display total. Now, so far I built everything in the console. Equals is total. So I want to call this what should I call this? So choose a pick your operator. Let's see here. I'm going to call this function after you pick your operator. Okay, let's go ahead and see if it works. Let me refresh that. Let's go with 15 plus 15, and if I press equals, I should get like equals is, so it's not going to here. So I actually want to call this within there. 12 plus equals plus 15 equals. Okay, looks like it's not registering. Okay, so I choose that. And equals on click. Pretty sure. Oh, okay, I was using the wrong class. I was using the class equals when the class should be equal. So 15. Okay, this actually, yeah. 15 plus 15 is equal to 30. Is equal to what? It's printing it out twice. I click on equal. So I want the console log. Okay, let's not call a function with a function like that. So 12 plus 12, and if I press equals, I'm gonna get 24. Awesome. So the jQuery calculator is pretty much done. All I have to do is get it to print to the DOM. So let's go ahead and get let's change the view of my console. Okay, so now I just need the number to print. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just projects are key. Oh man, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. jQuery calculator right now. Okay, so I want to get it to print to the DOM. yeah, sorry, I'm just talking to my buddy Jason. He's actually a programmer for a company called ASUS, something like that. I'm not sure what they do, but yeah, he's one of my good buddies I've known for a while. Okay, let's see here. So we wanted to print the DOM. So we want to go ahead and let's see. We want to get the let's see the results. Let's see, panel results, panel first number. So we want to get this class first number. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get that class first number dot HTML, and we want to add first num results. And what that will do is I'll click on one, I'm doing it right, .html, I'm getting that class first number, and I want to add first number num results. So I want to get, so oh, it's an ID. Okay, so I'm going to have to use, so to get an to get an ID in jQuery, you have to use the hashtag symbol. So if I do one, print out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Awesome. Okay, so right here I wanted to print out the operator that I'm using. So to do that, I will have to get the ID operator. So so again, hashtag operator dot HTML, and I wanted to print out the operator that I'm using. So 1, 2, plus. Awesome. So okay, so I did that, and actually I wanted to print out the operator that I'm using the second I pick. Yes, actually no, that's a good place to do it. Let's see here. Okay, so after that, can't choose my first number, so I have to choose the second number. So let's get rid of this testing part out, and I'm guessing the, okay, so I have to get the ID second number. So I went ahead and copied that. So I have to get the ID second number. I want it to print to the DOM, so I want it to print. Actually, you know what? I actually want it to print up here. Pick second number. You know what? I'm missing something. I feel like I deleted something that I needed. Nope. I Okay, so I wanted to print second result. Let's see how long. Okay, I've been working on this for about an hour. Okay. Result. So if I 1, 2 plus 1, 2. Awesome. And when the equals button is pressed, okay, result. So I have to get the ID result. And let's see here, I have to jQuery and hashtag result, because it's an ID. So I have to use hashtag, and I want that to display the total. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. So 12 plus 12 is equal to 24. Awesome. So that's pretty much all done. So all I pretty much have to do is get the other operators to work, like the minus, times, and divide, and the power operator. But all I simply have to do with that is just copy and paste. So this jQuery calculator is finished. Awesome. And it took me 1 hour to do. Perfect. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something from this live stream. Thank you.